Welcome back to Casheez Park. Matthew Ridley joined by Craig Miller here in the commentary box on a miserable afternoon here in southeast Queensland under very, very heavy conditions. We had a lot of rain last night and you can see that in the heavy conditions underfoot for all the players today. It's the Redland Bombers 6-3-39 leading the Labrador Tigers 4-1-25 as we get the second quarter underway.
Thanks, Craig. Ball in the middle. Tigers to the right. Noble and Reynolds. Where are the Rovers? There's one of them, Thompson. Just sort of dived on that a little bit. Umpire says no. Let's do it all again. All single goal kickers out there for the Bombers. Pullman, Reese, Thompson, Jones, Boone and Pringle. While for the Tigers, Goldsmith, Garing, Thurlow and a casheez.com.au. Goal of the day to Skip Gribben as we approach the quarter time siren there. So margin just 14 points. They're well in this. Rick White, someone trying to get it out of here. We've been going 40 seconds into this second quarter. Not much happening.
So that rain's starting to come down now and that breeze really starting to blow towards left of screen. So favouring the Bombers in this second term. Reynolds, Noble, outstanding down to Stevens. Kicks up centre half forward. Good attack by Kieran Daly. Does well off the ground. Matty Clark should collect. He doesn't. Pringle's in there. So he does well, Pringle. He's wrapped up though by Clark. Good tackle. Umpire comes in to ball it up. It's a lively start. Big Trent Noble back in today. Up against Reynolds. Gets contact early, Reynolds. Does out to Reese. Reese does well. In pursuit is Burke. Boone does well. He's wrapped up though by Burke. Another baller. 2 minutes into the second term, Casheez Park. Reynolds does well in the back of Noble. Ball spills down. Clark does well to gather. He's wrapped up though. And another baller. Matty Clark slow to get back up. Umpires throwing it up all around the ground today. Reynolds does well. Rick White attacks the footy. He's wrapped up by the Bombers. Ball spills out. In there is Walker. In Stevenson. Might be in trouble here. Another umpire comes in. So it's our fourth ball up in the space of 30 seconds, Matty.
Yeah, a little sluggish here to begin the second quarter. Mind you, the umpiring has been pretty good today so far. Pretty impressed.
Just letting it go, Matty. So it's good. I mean, it's a common sense approach to some parts of our game. And it's sitting on the boundary line, right on the line. So the hit-outs are going to be enormously high today for the ruckman.
Ball goes up. We're 3 minutes in now, second quarter. Godfrey keeps it in. Cass, as he always does, another clearance. Burke gets back, takes the mark. Liam Burke. He assumes the role of a one Nick Stockdale
Good
that we
mark.
saw many years ago for the Tigers. That's who he reminds me of, Burke. He reminds me of a Nick Stockdale. This is White. Pumps them towards the forward 50, but Jones had a beautiful first quarter. Out wider. This looks like a Daly. Towards centre wing now for the Bombers, but it's Burke again.
Grayson it was on that occasion,
Grayson,
Matty.
thanks, mate. So close to the boundary line there at half forward. It'll come back to Jones. So margin 14 points. 4 minutes in. Second quarter. No mark taken there by Durack. Now the Tigers under pressure. Grayson again. Oh, there's Clark. Just pickpocketing his opponent. And then squares it up to Doyle. You better kick it soon. Doyley. His kick wasn't the best. And now there's a bounce down. 55 metres out. Ball goes up. And now a kick towards the middle. Mark taken, unopposed. Here's Nick Upton in the middle of Casheez Park. And he plays on quickly. Brewer in the front spot. Good work there from Goldsmith from behind. Free kick in the back. It'll be a Bombers free kick. 50 out.
That rain coming down now, Matty, so a lot of people ducking for cover here at Casheez Park.
This is Zuffa in the back pocket. We're yet to see a score in this second quarter. That's a beautiful kick. Pullman marked and then played on quickly. Lux of Fortune, Pringle now. 60 out from goal. Bit of an up and under. Boone in the box seat at the back. It's over the head. Oh, it's been given away a free kick for a push. Oh, you've just lost your sheets there, Craig. I tried to catch them. So not only is the wind coming in here at the commentary box, so too is the breeze. So this is Grayson. Handball inboard to Doyle. We've got some work to do here. Burke's kick, not the best, but he should win a free kick, he does. So lucky there for the Tigers. Burke's got the free. Now to Sammy Folan. Folan, kick over the top. He's got Upton. So 6 minutes in. Upton is marked. He goes inboard. Grayson got the handball from Bantoff. Out wide to Clark. Now Doyle on centre wing.
So Doyle on half back, 65 metres out from the Bombers line, comes inside, it's a dangerous kick. Thurlow, good enough to take it. Out wide, he's got Upton. He's been good early, Upton. Looks inside, left footer. Nice kick, hits up Featherston. I think it was Jones from behind, Stevens from behind. Wrapped up's Walker, good attack on the footy from both sides. Stevens still in there, wraps up Nick Upton, and umpire comes in to ball it up. Centre of Casheez Park. Rain falling now at Casheez Park, so slippery conditions. Noble out the back, good tap out to White. He'll look to come inside. Zuffa gets him high, umpire says play on. Godfrey, Stephen out the back to Reese. Reese in trouble though. Stephen's got time now, should find a target. It's a beautiful kick over the top to Pringle. Pringle plays on. Kicks it just inside. Pullman's in front, does well, sticky hands, flicks out the back. Clark slips over. Veering's in there, playing half forward. Good hands out the back there from Bantoff. Umpire's called a free kick. I think he might have played this the way of Veering. He has. For a throw. So he's picked a throw out there off the ball. Not sure how that's come out there, Riddler.
I don't know, but I'm glad we're going to see a shot on goal, Craig. It's taken 8 minutes to see the first shot on goal in this second quarter. But it gave us time to sort of cover in here because the wind is picking up and so too is the rain out there. So the margin 14 points in a low-scoring game. The Bombers have led all day. Can JV extend the margin from 40 outs? Not the best of kicks, out of bounds on the full.
Yeah, the experienced Josh Veering there, so obviously it's a telling sign. He's one of the best kicks in the competition. He does well though to chop the kick off. Probably a bit of poor kicking there from the Tigers and young Durack. And Veering does well to chop it off, but he's one of the best kicks in the competition. So if he's kicking the ball like that, watch out in the second half of the game. Heavy conditions. Ball's in, Paxman, Noble. Paxman probably gets the better of Noble on that occasion. Ball's down, players jump in. A bit like rugby today. Umpire lets it go. It's good officiating thus far. 9 minutes into the second term at Casheez Park. The Bombers, 14-point lead. Paxman on the tap, but just in the back of Noble there. So Noble looks to handball off. This is Adam Clark. Usually kicks it well. He does well. Thurlow flies from behind. Jones is in there again. Umpire's pulled another throw in favour of the Tigers. Spigaring with the footy. Handballs over to Featherston. The old 1-2. Kicks it up, Goldsmith in front. Pullman does well from behind. Zuffa. It's been outstanding this season for the Bombers, but he's done a bit too much on that occasion, holding the ball, Matty Clark.
Clark, left foot up towards half forward. Again, not the best of kicks. Goldsmith getting back. Wants the free kick. In fact, it could... who's that in there? Because there's Goldsmith there, the 17. It was Rick White on that occasion. So the opposite number 10, Peaver Wright. Kicks it towards half-back. Great work, Adam Clark with the fist. He keeps it in play. Can he get it to Matthew Clark?
The brothers waxing well together there.
And Jones with the kick off the ground. Noble will get there first. Oof. Just shrugged off Jones like it was a A little fly, and then Clark. Nice kick. Now from Doyle towards Goldsmith. Gribben is there. He's a little sneaky gold sneak himself. Godfrey might be done here. The ball spilled out. Howard was wrapped up. Good tackling, good footy. It might not be the highest scoring footy, but it's a good endeavour out there in the middle.
I would have thought that Coach Fennell for the Tigers would be extremely happy with the Tigers' performance thus far. Their attack on the footy has been outstanding and their tackling pressure has been great also. So good start from the Tigers in this second quarter.
It'll be the Bombers to run it out. I think Salter got one off the ground. In fact, here he is here, Salter. This is Folan. Just slipped over. Didn't get a possession there, but got it to Grayson. And now... No, well, that can't be advantage. You've got to bring that back. So it'll come back. So it'll be a free kick here. We'll go to the Tigers. Pretty much in the middle of Casheez Park. That is a very sloppy kick there from Tom Cayley. So Featherston inside 50 now. Goldsmith, Doyle off the ground. Wright, last line of defence. Gribben, oh, met solidly by Wright. Good old-fashioned shirt front there. Pullman got the handball. Out wider here to Byrne. And now to Brewer in that back pocket.
Brewer kicks it out wide. It's all Tigers though. He's hoping for the boundary line. The old kick for touch. Clark does well. The Adam variety. Looks inside. He's clever. It's a beautiful kick. So the Tigers, 13 minutes out, it's Adam Brown, Jacob Brown. It's going to have to be a big kick. He's going to have to kick this 52 metres into a breeze. He looks up, he plays on, the umpire says. Inside the square, it's a good kick. Over the top, doesn't quite find its intended target in Thurlow. Thurlow wraps around his body. It's out of bounds, 20 metres out from the Tigers line.
Well, we haven't had a score yet, Craig, in this second quarter. And we're 12 minutes in, so it's
been a lot of ball ups in this term,
yes,
Riddler, and bash and crash footies we called earlier.
But the good thing for the Tigers fans is that they're staying in the contest.
Sondergaard wrapped up by Featherston.
Fennell will be happy for the Tigers if they get in there 12, 14, 6, 8 points down.
Because you're still a chance. I mean, you're 2 kicks away and from getting back right in the game. It's all Tigers here. Should take it well. Folan dropped what he should have taken. Ball spills out. Boone does well. Gets over the top of Folan. It's boggy conditions right where the footy is now. It's a big rugby scrum over the line in front of the Tigers coach's box.
We'll see a throw up here. 13 minutes into this second quarter. Margin is 14 points. Zuffa out of the ruck. And so now we see a boundary throw in. I think it's going to be who's going to be the cleaner with their possessions and who can take those marks.
I mean, you just got to go back to the basics today, Ridley. You can't afford to play fancy footy. It's just basic, almost Auskick style footy today.
You see the throw in. And good tackle there from Grayson on Cass. Good match up that. Cass isn't quite getting the impact that he usually does on the football field here, field Cass. One of the stars of the NEAFL competition. Winning it here is Stevenson. He goes again. Now there's a free kick. It'll be a Tigers free kick here. It'll be Ford. Has to come back around on his mark. So 14 minutes in first quarter, margin 14 points. Handball to Featherstone. Just sort of pops it up and asks for the forwards to come at it. Oh, mark taken, Stevenson. Great mark. Josh Stevenson came out, took the mark. He took 10 marks last week and now he's taken a beauty. 40 out from goal.
He's a very underrated player in the competition. He's a regular senior player since he moved up to the Tigers, and he's been an outstanding find from his consistent performance week in, week out, regular in their top 10 of their BNF. So as he bangs it in, right side, Peaver Wright's there, touched over the line. So he's a good player, Stevenson.
First score of the quarter, Craig. 4-2, 26 to 6-3, 39. Margin is now 13 points.
Cast with the footy. Kicks it over the top. Angus Watts is there. Good, tried to pick it up was Bain. He's got support in Salter if he can get it over to him. He can't. He does well in Watts. Oh, bangs in hard with Sondergeld. Up against Upton. And the umpire calls the ball up. So as I called earlier, it's the 50th anniversary of the Tigers tonight, Matty. So it's a fantastic effort for a proud footy club.
Yep.
And as I said, nearly close to 250 people going to a big function there. And I'm sure they're going to have a great night tonight.
So the footy to be won here. Sondergeld dances around a couple of would-be tacklers. Gets it to half forward. Clark will get there first. He's on his right side, being the left side of Clark. Socket off the ground. Boundary line close, but they keep it in. A big up and under. Just gaining some meterage. Out of bounds on the full. So we'll see a throw in. 6-3-39, 4-2-26. The Bombers lead by 13 points. We're midway through this second quarter. 16 minutes in, we're yet to see a major score.
Yeah, it's been a very, very tight quarter. It's an understatement. And the 1 point. And as we said, Coach Fennell will be very, very happy with his Tigers' performance. Although Redlands have probably had most of the play in this quarter, but just can't get past the half-forward flank because of Labrador's defence. And they've definitely got the numbers back as we look. We've got Grayson back, Burke's back, Walker's back, and then Big Noble. So they're definitely clogging up any of that space in front of full forward Josh Pullman.
Sondergeld with the free kick. Couldn't quite get over the top of Clark
Stop
there.
going short, Riddler. They've just got to stop going short.
You want to see them go long there, Craig, do you? We'll get your thoughts in a moment. Thompson through the pack. 60 out from goal. The lead came out. No mark taken. It could be Bain at full forward. It is. Now there's a free kick. I think Godfrey's won the free kick for too high, directly in front. But again, right on the range of about 47 metres out.
He's a powerful young player in Godfrey. He's a thick-set kid, but I mean, this is going to really test him. He's going to have to kick this close to 48 metres over the top of the tallest man in the competition. It's going to be a tough ask as we look down on the last line too. Pullman's there by himself with no other Redland bomber down there and 4 Tigers as Jordan Bain runs in. Godfrey strikes it, hasn't got the legs. It's all the Tigers though, punches it down. It's a 2 on 6. Bain does well. Out the back, this is Jones. Kicks around his body. It's out on the full though.
You touched on it earlier, Craig, that they're falling down at the half-forward flank line, and we just saw why. The Tigers are getting back in numbers, but at the same time, the Bombers need to get back, either 1 or 2 of them. It can't be 2 on 6 at the full forward line. Make it 4 on 6 at least. Get back in numbers, lads.
Burke kicks it in. 55 out, Pullman flies from behind. Good attack on the footy, hands over from Goldsmith. Looking for Howard's there. Jones has been lively. Reese in and under, kicks it up. Noble should take it's over the back. Here's Bain, the Bombers have got the numbers. Veering's clever. He's got Godfrey. Godfrey's got the left footer in Zufa. He waits, he props, he kicks it to the far side. So he could have done better there, Daniel Zufa. And it looks like Liam Burke might have done a shoulder here, Riddler, because he's holding his right shoulder. That's not good signs for the Tigers.
They bring it in quickly, Folan it is. Hasn't got the best of purchases on this. Stevenson couldn't quite mark. Again, it's sloppy play out there. Stephen and Pullman and Reese for the Bombers. Eventually it is the Tigers who whack it out of trouble, but not for long. They'll be coming back just as quick. Godfrey got a handball to Daly. Now they squeeze it back to Daly here. Long kick, inside 50. Pullman with the sit. Couldn't quite mark with the left hand. Tigers get back.
Oh, well done from Thompson.
Thompson it is. Could get a goal here. Close to the line. Rush through. Minor score. Great work, Matty Thompson.
That was a great smother, from Matty Thompson. So I thought the Tigers were going to clear there. It's Folan kicks it in, out wide to Grayson.
Had a lot of the play here, the Bombers. I sense they need a goal here just to extend this margin. It's 15 points at the moment. The Tigers, you never know, going into half-time, they could be within a kick.
Featherston's in there. Noble just dropped what he probably should have taken again after working Reynolds under the footy. Matty Clark, the left footer, just bangs it up high. Burke, back from that shoulder.
That's not going to help
Clark,
the shoulder.
Over to Doyle. Doyle, it's all the Bombers though. Peaver right, gets the contact in on Thurlow, which is very smart play. The big solid defence. A poor kick though, and Walker's taken a chest, almost 50 metres it is. So Zane Pringle's just given away a 50-metre penalty. It was a silly one too, as many of them are. And Walker's going to kick this 15 metres out directly in front.
Well, the Bombers have had the football for the last 6 minutes in their half of the ground. You have to make amends of that. The costly miss from Zuffa could come back to haunt them.
Walker comes in, strikes it well, and he gets the 5th for the Tigers today. So Labrador 5-2-32 trail the Redland Bombers 6-5-41. That's the first goal, second goal.
First goal of the quarter.
First goal for the quarter. And we've gone 21 minutes.
Margin now 9 points, 6-5-5-2, as you said. So Walker's goal, the first goal of the quarter, 21 minutes in. He doesn't quite have the frame or the good looks of the Ben Walker that we've seen at the Tigers in many years. I think he's over now in the West somewhere, the former captain. The man that walks. Ball up. Noble. Kick inside 50. Here they come again, the Tigers. Thurlow got the handball to Doyle. His kick was dispossessed. Now White. Inside 50. There's Doyle, my apologies. Swings it out wider. Pullman it is for the Bombers. No free kick there. Howard drew the player nicely. And now Daly bouncing his way out there. That's cheeky. A kick inboard. Looks for Godfrey. Tough to see the numbers on a few of these here, Craig. Centre wing, Jones, loose footy, White, Salter, umpire, whistle, ball up, centre wing. No, free kick here to the Tigers. So everything going the way of the yellow and black. No.
No, he called it the wrong way there, the umpire.
Right.
So Thompson, a bit stiff on the Tigers there. Thompson probably should have collected that a lot cleaner than he did. Ball spills out. Tigers do well. Here's Grayson. He's been good. Takes him on. Spins. Out to Stevenson. Chips it over the top, looking for Thurlow. Pever Wright does well. He's a big man to move. Pever Wright does exceptionally well for the Bombers as he bangs it in. All the numbers with the Tigers. Over the back, though. Thompson's waiting there. Good hands off to Pringle. Tackled without the footy. Play on, says the umpire. Brewer chips it. Has it got the legs? It did have the legs, but didn't have the accuracy. Another behind for the Bombers. 6-42 lead the Labrador Tigers 5-2-32. 10 points in it.
Clark brings it in quickly. No mark there, Walker. Brewer did well. Clever kick to Pullman.
He's back.
Now we see a free kick. So I wasn't seeing things there on centre wing a minute ago. The umpire did point the way of the Tigers as we see a 50-metre penalty here. So the Tigers, that occasion, getting the free kick and 50. It was a free kick to the Bombers out there, but the umpire said the wrong way, didn't he? So
he did.
I wasn't seeing things. Right. I just wanted to correct that. But Pever Wright, I'm mighty impressed with that youngster. He can't be far away from a Queensland Guernsey, Pever Wright.
Yeah, well, he's first year in the competition, and he's only 19 years of age, so he's a big unit.
Oh.
And I mean, come off Richmond's list, and I'm sure that if we could do a big full pre-season after arriving late at the Bombers, he's going to be a very handy player in this competition.
Ball to full forward from Doyle. Reynolds is there, all wrapped up. Great tackle from Gribben. Loose footy now. Can they get a goal here, the Tigers? They're 20 out from goal. 24 minutes in, second quarter. Margin 10 points. So 42 plays 32. The Bombers haven't kicked the goal since the 28-minute mark of the first quarter. They've almost gone a full quarter without a goal. They're deep in defence. Godfrey. Now a quick kick out of trouble, but only as far as Matt Clark.
Matt Clark with the footy, the big thumping left footer. Looks up, bangs it into the pockets. Bombers here though, Dylan Byrne takes it easiest of chest marks. So it's Salter out wide, he finds him. Salter, been reasonably quiet today and veering. Back in after missing last week away on a work conference. Chips inside, finds Daly, he's been good. Bombers just slowing it up a bit. Chips over to Brewer. Blake Brewer decides to play on. In pursuit is Watts. Chips over. It's all the Tigers though. Punch deflected from Noble. Over the back. Finds Doyle. There's a lot of players around the footy. Chips over the top. Out in front is Goldsmith. Pullman does well to get his hands on it. Veering's in there. Tigers do well there. Flick out the back to Rick White. Ball still on the ground. Plenty of numbers. Now Pies just letting it go here today. Casheez Park, slippery conditions.
What an amazing quarter of footy, Craig. It's been so hard to commentate because it's just not free-flowing. Yes, it's the conditions, but we're just not seeing the free-flowing that we're used to here in Queensland.
Yeah, there's close to 30 players around most of these contests, so really just a handful of Tigers back behind the ball as the Bombers come through. Salty looked up, but it's all Tigers. Chips inside. Does well was Upton. Flicks out the back. Pullman's in there. Flicks it. Here he is. This Clark, a left footer. Good hands over to another left footer in Rick White. Chips inside. Noble in front of Reynolds.
Well done.
Howard flicks over to Godfrey. Shoot, good tackle from behind. Fantastic tackle.
Yep.
It's Michael Young Ford, I think it was. Jack Ford chips over. So it's a poor kick though. And Tyler Jones takes it easy for chest marks.
26 minutes into the second quarter. Jones short to Salter. Now to Sondergeld. Back in board to Jones doing the running. Inside 50. Just over the top of Pullman there. They've got numbers down back. Walker it is. Oh, mark taken here by Folan. No, he's told to play on. It was touched there. And now Walker. Kick towards centre wing. And Pringle, I see, in fact, Pullman. And so somehow the siren goes while the ball is out of bounds, but I don't think that'll matter. The quarter went 27 minutes, 6-6-42, 5-2-32. Margin is just 10 points. Coach Jason Fennell will be very happy with the Tigers' performance at half-time. To wrap it up, Craig Miller.
So we look through the goal kickers. Brad Reese for the Bombers, Matt Thompson, Josh Pullman, Zane Pringle, Tyler Jones and Adam Boone, all single goal kickers. For the Tigers, Ben Walker has one, Michael Doyle, Jake Goldsmith, Fraser Thurlow and Jeff Garing. And 10-point lead to the Bombers at half-time, but I would have thought that Jason Fennell was going to be very, very, very happy with the Tigers' performance in the first 60 minutes of this game.
Don't go anywhere. Round 15, NEAFL Northern Conference. We've got the close one here at Casheez Park.